Have you ever felt that voice inside of your head telling you, you're not good enough, you can't do it, you'll never get there, it's too hard? Girl, me too. And that is why today I have decided to put an end to it. So today I'm going to show you as a student how you can push through self-doubt to achieve the dream life that you cannot stop thinking about, because babes, let me tell you right now, you have that ability to do it. And I'm telling you from experience, the tips that I have used to literally get me to be sitting here in front of you. But I am so excited to sit here and talk with you about how you can combat self-doubt to literally live your dream life. And I'm so excited for you to actually achieve that. Like, this community, man, I love you guys so much and I love seeing you guys grow. So let's get into the introduction and what the hell you're stepping into and what is this channel. We're gonna get you into English. We're gonna get you caught up. So if you are new here, I am your host, Emily Grace. Wait, let me put down my coffee for a second. It's currently 7 p.m. at night. Yeah, it's 7 p.m. I've worked at my part-time job for the whole day, so I am now here filming YouTube because that grind that I want to achieve, the lifestyle that I want to achieve this year does not wait for the tired. So we're here filming at 7 p.m. But if you are new here, I'm your host, Emily Grace, and welcome to the channel where all videos are about inspirational and motivational things to literally get you from where you are now to where you want to be, i.e. the dream version of yourself. I don't know if you can see some of my mood board. I think it's only half that you can see, not even actually, now that I'm looking in the mirror behind my phone. You can't see it, but I'll put up a photo. This is what I want to achieve in 2025, and you have come to the person that is going to help you get to your equivalent of this. I just want to say that I am so excited to literally see you become your dream version. And no, like, I'm not kidding, like I literally am. So if there is anything that I can do to help you out to literally get there, please mention it in the comments so that I can see it and plan the next video around it or help you out personally with it over on Instagram. If you are a returning viewer, I want to give my utter deepest gratitude to you because I'm currently, just for a short while, a small YouTuber, and honestly it means the world to me when you guys support the channel by subscribing or liking the video, sharing it to a friend or a family member who needs to hear what we're talking about today, and then comment, how the video helped you in ways that you've improved or really good parts that you loved about it. Like, it not only gathers evidence for me to go, yeah, people are excited to watch this, people need to hear this, but it also pushes out the advice to more people who actually need to hear it. So your support through all of that stuff means the uttermost world to me. So thank you so much. And I am honestly so proud of all of the growth that I've seen you guys achieve within not even the year of doing YouTube. Like, some of you have grown so much, especially through our conversations that we've been having on Instagram. Like, you guys inspire me. You guys challenge me to work harder, and I am so grateful for you. You guys are so cool. So thank you. Love you so much. So today, as you've seen in the title and on the thumbnail, we are going to dive deep into self-doubt and how you can become the dream version of yourself through tips and points that I have gone through personally that have helped me, but also other people that I've spoken to also gave this kind of advice. So without further ado, let's get into it. So what does self-doubt actually look like as students? Because we're all so different. I want to say that personally for me, I get self-doubt in quite a few scenarios, but the two most prominent ones have been when I go to do something again. So this can be, oh my God, yeah, studying. When I go to study for a topic that I'm not 100% confident in, like last semester, that was economics and accounting. And in high school, that was Japanese and maths. Even though I was really good at Japanese, I just was very stressed that I'd fail, even though I was good. I don't know where the logic came from. So when I went to go study those for the final exams, I was thinking in my head that I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I didn't pay attention enough, I don't know how to study these. So I got so overwhelmed with sitting down and believing in myself that I could get a good grade by studying. And a lot of the times I actually found myself procrastinating it and going to play Sims. I have a bad habit of playing Sims right before I go and do a final exam, or binging a K-drama. I remember last semester I literally watched all of My Demon in the weeks that I was meant to be studying for these final exams, and oh my god, I still passed. But that's what self-doubt did to me. And I get it, because last time I studied, I believe that I didn't do a good job. So in my head, I'm like, why should I do it again if I can't do it like I did last time? Like I failed last time, failed in my perspective. But what I also get is when I do YouTube. And obviously, a lot of people, even if you don't do YouTube, kind of understand that this is something that you kind of get self-doubt on, because it's not your typical job. It's something that you have to put yourself out there to do and to continue after hard days. And I have hard days. And I get self-doubt riddled through me. It's like debilitating. The shit, oh my god. I remember in last year, I was sitting on my boyfriend's bed, so overwhelmed and literally bawling my eyes out, because I had nothing in my head that could prove to me that people wanted to watch my videos, cared about what I had to say, wanted to support me, and wanted to stick around for the next piece of content, either on Instagram or on YouTube. But he sat down with me, but he gave me the tough love, and he was like, nah, Emily, you're going crazy. So many people are wanting to see your shit. So many people are passionate about what you have to say and listen and think that you're a really inspirational and knowledgeable person in this field. But I believed the complete opposite. So then he gave me evidence on comments that people have made, people who have followed me from posting a reel 3 days in a row because I was consistent for the first time. And he sat me down and said those things. So for me, that's my experience of self-doubt. But as I was talking with MJ, he gets self-doubt in a different way. For him, self-doubt comes in two ways again. One is anything that's short-term and a current event, like doing an exam or, doing an assignment or something like that. That kind of self-doubt doesn't really get to him. I've got it written down, so let me read it word for word what he actually says to himself. He says, why waste your time thinking you can't do it? You either push through it or suffer through it and regret it later. And I thought that was crazy, because I was like listening to him and I was like, wait, no, that goes against everything that I believe self-doubt is. But he was like, nah, like literally what's the point? It's something short term. You have to get it done anyways. Like you cannot finish a course without doing an assignment or doing the exam. So you just have to suck it up, literally push through the hard times. And then he was saying to me that, yeah, he has those moments, but he also gets the moments of self-doubt for long-term stuff, things to do with his future. Like MJ is very worried about having a successful financially future. So he gets self-doubt in the fact that sometimes he doesn't believe that he's good enough, or that people want to follow him or pay attention to what he's wearing or his products that he'll be producing for his fashion brand soon. If you don't take those steps, you won't get to where you want to be. And MJ has literally wanted to start a fashion brand only a year ago. And the progress that he's made is pretty insane so far, considering my path of social media. It took me 3-4 years to start YouTube and actually being serious about Instagram. But his experience is completely different to mine, and I didn't even comprehend the way that he went through self-doubt was even a thing that existed. And then I spoke to a work friend, and she gave me another perspective. And this has affirmed in my head that we really are so different that one piece of advice can't actually be applied to everybody. Her self-doubt gets so debilitating that when she goes to study, she can't. She literally cannot. And my heart fell for her, because she's so smart, and I know that she wants to do really well, which is why I created one of the advice pieces in here specifically tailored to that kind of group of people like me. I've made the advice in today's video to not be one size fits all, but rather for you to take what resonates with you, and then if that doesn't work, to go through to the next one and just to do trial and error until you find what works for you. And please do let me know in the comments what has and has not worked for you so that I can refine what I do for you. Before we get into the tips real quick, I want to share with you a little win story, because before we go into the tips, you need to have your confidence built up to actually feel like you can apply these things. One of my favorite stories is a personal story, something that is like from, a person who's sitting next to you kind of story, not a celebrity, because I want you to feel to your core that you can actively go out and achieve this too. So about a year ago in 2023, MJ and I were sitting down in Max Banner's having literally one of my most inspirational talks that I've ever had with anybody before. And this is why I'm telling you this story, because it's my personal favorite. But we were sitting there sharing some churros, chocolate and strawberries, very yummy combo. And we were talking about his current path in life. And as a backstory, MJ has grown up in Pampangas in the Philippines, and he moved over to Australia when he was 8 with his mum and his dad and his 3 younger siblings. And he's living with his mum currently, who is single with one income stream. So because of his background in the Philippines and here, he has gotten the belief that he has to have a stable income with a stable job so that he can have a stable life, and just something that's mediocre, nothing too grand, because in his back of his head doesn't believe that he can actually get that because he's never had any evidence to prove it otherwise, which is so valid. Like, considering everything that's gone on in his childhood, I understood that. But I could also see that MJ is a creative, he's a visionary, and someone who has the ability to live his dream life, even though he didn't believe it at the time. And so we were talking about how he wanted to be a paramedic because he wanted cool stories on top of the stability. And to do that, he was currently at USQ studying psychology and then going to bridge into the degrees that he needed. And I was thinking, something's not right here. I could tell, like, intuition was like, no, he's not meant to be living this kind of lifestyle. Why are you doing that? Like, shouldn't you be doing something creative that you actually want to do? Because you can do it. Like, there's literally degrees in Brisbane that will do that. And you can get a dual degree and do something that offers you stability if the creative one doesn't work. He was like, yeah, actually, yeah. What if I did music? And I was like, yeah, that could work. He was like, what if I did fashion? And I was like, yeah, fashion. And then we got talking about like how he wanted to have a fashion brand and then do fashion at QUT and do something in finance as a dual degree. And then fast forward a year later, we are sitting on the cusp of 2025. MJ has now got everything that he needs to start to learn to sew and is about to start Sonder. He has made a creator account to start posting things of his outfit checks. We're going out in the city and taking content photos for him. And I am so proud of this man that he has combated his initial self-doubt to go from something that offered him stability to something that was creative and unpredictable. That is one of the biggest growths that I have ever seen in anybody in my entire life. And I honestly don't say it enough, but I am so proud of you, MJ. You have become a completely different person in the year and a bit that I have known you. And that is one of my favorite stories because you still go through self-doubt. And I see it. Even if you don't want to admit it to me, I see it. But you need to give yourself credit for the things that you have achieved so far. But that's also where a lot of people fall off and quit. I've noticed that so many people in their life believe that they cannot do something because it's too hard. They're not capable. They didn't do well last time, so why do it this time? Which is so valid. But know this, that when you quit, you have a 100% failure rate. Let me say that again. If you stop now, you're not going to get there. You're not going to get that dream car, that dream job, that dream apartment, that dream body. Anything that you have been working towards will not continue. You will 100% fail if you stop here. But if you continue, even if your chances of success go up 5%, that is far better than 100% failure. You will never know what could ever happen if you continue. because you can't predict what doors will be opened, what doors will be shut so that you can go through new ones, what people you will meet, what experiences you'll go to experience, or memories that you will make, or the income that you could make to be able to do everything that you've been wanting to do. It's like MJ said, why waste your time believing that you can't do it when you should just push past it and just suck it up or regret it later for not doing it? And as I say, you could either have a month of excuses on why you didn't, or a month of success and stories, but you can't have both. So in saying that, now are the tips that MJ and I have used to push past self-doubt. The first tip is mindset. Let me remind you that you are the only person who sticks with you through all of your life, from birth to death. So you need to be your own cheerleader, your own best friend, because you cannot rely on others to always be there to do that for you. Your mindset in hard times, whether it's positive or negative, dictates how you push through that, if you do. What I've learned in my course in, oh my God, was it management or organizational behavior? It was organizational behavior. I've learned that people who have high neuroticism levels are more prone to core shaking self-doubt because they go through feelings of inadequacy, worry so much about what could happen, or failure rates, and difficulty with coping with criticism. But traits like low neuroticism, high extroversion, or conscientiousness play a role in minimizing self-doubt. And that's because those traits foster resilience, a proactive mindset, and self-assurance. And additionally, an open to experience high level also allows you to have an open mindset towards new and harder experiences, so that you can view your mistakes as learning curves, not failures, because you either fail or you learn. If anybody wants to learn what kind of scores they get for this test, it's called the Big Five personality model. It is linked in the description. Your mindset shifts your perspective, and then your perspective dictates how you view things. And that relates to your mindset towards yourself. If you view yourself as someone who is so capable of doing everything she puts her mind to, someone who is so smart, diligent, empowered, someone to be reckoned with, someone who is inspirational, motivational, someone who is very knowledgeable, you will act in those beliefs to service those beliefs. But if you believe someone on the other hand as someone who is not smart, can't do it, someone who is spoken like over the top of quite a lot, you act for that belief. Your perspective of yourself, your mindset towards yourself will impact your levels of self-doubt. So if you have core shaking self-doubt like I did and still go through, that is because of your current mindset. But if you're someone who is willing to change that, it comes from your mindset. It comes from the way that you talk about yourself. And if you want to learn how to do that part specifically, I talk about it actually quite in length in the video about how to work with procrastination rather than against it. And that goes into so much depth about the impacts of talking kindly to yourself. The next one is having somebody in your corner. When you're going through self-doubt, it is so immensely helpful to have somebody in your corner who knows you really well, knows where you are now and what you want to achieve. And for me, those people are MJ, my sister, my mum, and my dad, because these people have gone through the ups and downs and give me the tough love, but also give me solutions and comfort and make me feel heard and understood and not feel like I'm crazy for not doing editing for a video for like 3 days, right? These people understand, but they also give me tough love. The reason why I'm giving you this as a tip to get through self-doubt is because on days when it's hard and on days when you haven't fully developed self-discipline yet, you need an external force to get you up off your ass and do it, because you cannot follow your mood. You have to follow the plan. And if you follow the plan, you'll get to your end goal. You'll get to the grade that you're wanting to achieve. If you get off your ass and study, you'll get to the follow account that you want to have by posting consistently and going out and making content and then editing it. You will get what you want if you follow the plan. But sometimes you need people in your corner to help you not follow your mood. And sometimes you need people in your corner to be your biggest cheerleader to make you feel like you're capable of doing it. Because life is hard. And even though you can't always rely on everyone to always be there to do it, it's still good to have people in your corner there for you. So I urge you to go find somebody who will help you, cheer you on, and pick you up on hard days. The next tip is having a strong drive. Trust me when I say this, that having a physical mood board, like a vision board, is the best way to go about this. If you can't have space in your room, if you can't hang anything up, do it virtually. Have a Pinterest board of anything that you've been striving to achieve, what your efforts have been going towards recently, because what this will do is you will be in that 59% bracket of people who will reach their goal faster, achieve it better than what they had imagined, or hit the target. Compared to those who don't have a physical board or a virtual board, you are in that 31% bracket who will achieve the opposite of all of those points. You will not get to where you're wanting to go in the time frame that you're wanting to, or even get there at all if you do not visualize where you are going. One thing in particular is that if you do not have your eyes open to see the target, you won't have your arrows hitting the target. You can't see it, guys. You can't see it. So how can you achieve it? But if you open your eyes and know where the target is, you're going to get there. Your arrow is going to hit the board. Even if it takes you 10 times, you'll learn how to hit it. You'll get there. And the other point is that when you see the things that you're wanting to achieve day in, day out, it will motivate you and make you feel guilty, literally, for sitting on your ass watching TV for 5 hours or scrolling mindlessly through your phone, or I don't know, procrastinating the task that you've been wanting to do. It will literally motivate you. Like, I have my mood board above my bed, and I am so clear on I'm so clear on the fact that I'm going to achieve all of this in 2025, and I'm not going to get there if I can't see it. I've got my mood board on Pinterest that I look through every single day and play a particular playlist so that I can get into the groove of what 2025 is going to look like for me. And I've got it as all of the widgets on my phone, my home screen, my lock screen, even on my iPad, everything, so that I do not go a single moment without not seeing this.
Look at me, I woke up, feeling like a billionaire. Whoa. Word is my life is so unfair. Money don't compare. I got something rare.
I am putting in so much more effort to post consistently, to go out and make content, to do it not according to my mood, but the plan. And that is why I'm urging you guys, again, for this point, to do something for yourself, to create a board that's visual, that you will see every single day, to make your ass get up, go, and do the thing that you've been avoiding. The last point is evidence, but I want to talk about why you need to do this, specifically for you. And it's because I've gone through moments when I did not believe that I could do it, and I only pushed through it because of my mindset, because of people in my corner and having a vision board, but also because I put in the extra effort and more evidence started to come up. The more I messaged people personally, the more that they were able to share with me the stuff that they've been liking about my content. And I have a folder on my camera roll called I'm So Proud of You, where I have all of my achievement screenshots so that I can go back on hard days and go, shit, Millie, I'm not crazy. Like, I'm actually doing good. Because what happens when you're in a low mood, when you're going through self-doubt, you believe that you can't do it, or whatever your current self-talk is. And as I said before, whatever you believe, you act for those words. So your brain creates a bias, and you will look for information to prove what you're currently saying to yourself as correct. So having a file on your phone or in something in the notes app where you write down things that you have actually done that you're proud of, and that, proves you wrong when you're in self-doubt, will change that bias so that you can actually go look at your phone when you're feeling like you can't do it and go, actually, I'm seeing literal hard evidence that what I'm saying is wrong. Like, I can actually do this. I've achieved a high grade before from studying. I have achieved my dream body by being consistent at the gym, by eating the right foods. I have achieved my follower count because I've been consistent with posting. Whatever it is, you need to get that hard evidence in front of you ASAP, because you never know when those times are going to hit, and you want to have it ready in front of you, because trust me, it is the most empowering thing when you're on your floor or on your bed or in the car crying because you don't think you can do it. You look at this and you're like, get up, and you're feeling literally boss babe. Like, I can conquer the world. So you put on your headphones, listen to the best music that will get you into the best, most empowering mood, and you believe you can conquer the world because you can do it. And that's one of the easiest ways to get past self-doubt. I think that me and MJ are your evidence to prove to yourself that you can actually live your dream life, the one that you can't stop thinking about. Because I was so scared to start YouTube, but I'm here. MJ was so scared to jump from something that had stability versus something that's not stable and something that's creative and makes him go out in front of so many people. He has done that by conquering his initial self-doubt. So I want to say that you can look to us if you feel like you can't do it. Like, literally follow both of us on Instagram and watch our growth so that you can believe that you can do it too. But I want to say that you are going to have some hard days. As much as we love to romanticize being a better version of ourselves and just thinking about all of the great days, a lot of us, me included, don't remember the hard ones. And I really want to put this in your head that hard days are not fun, but they're actually needed. And when you know to appreciate them, they become easier. Because I bet you know that without hard days, you can't appreciate the good ones. And it's true. But without the hard days, you don't come out of them stronger, more empowered, more knowledgeable, more diligent, more disciplined, more motivated. You become a different person each time you get out of hard days. You become more focused. So by having that in your head, it becomes easier. But please remember that on hard days, you just have to push through it. Otherwise, if you stop, you're not gonna get there. As some actionable steps for you to take on after this video, I have but I have brought up 4 points. That's 4 points for you to do after this video so that you can start to work through your self-doubt. I want you to message 3 people and tell me in the comments who these people are and what each of them are going to do for you. But 3 people who are going to be in your corner to help you lift the weights at the gym, to get you to the gym, to keep you accountable of eating healthy. Anybody who can do external stuff like that, or someone who can help to understand you and validate your feelings. Somebody who is more knowledgeable at something that you're currently working towards. And for your mindset growth, I'm recommending you this book, The Only Mountain Is You. Third one is to add a physical or virtual vision board so that you can see that shit day in, day out and know exactly where you're going. And then the fourth is to make a camera roll of all of the evidence that you currently have so that you can prove yourself wrong when you're in the bias of self-doubt. If you are watching this video with the intention to be a better version of yourself this year, the universe has put me in your path for a reason. So please make sure to support a currently small YouTuber. So please make sure to subscribe and send the video to any friends or family who are going through self-doubt and want to get better. And comment things that you loved about the video, any points that really helped you, and to like the video. And if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments too, or message me over on Instagram. The link is mentioned in the description, along with any other videos that I think would be really, really helpful for you. And the test is also linked in the description. If you want to make your transformation more effortless, please make sure to go follow my Instagram as well, because I give like little and in-depth tips about how to be better. And then over on TikTok, I do the same thing, but also like more partner silly, like, you know, outfit checks and all that jazzy, more personal stuff over there. So please, I would love to see your support, because every single thing that you do helps push out my content and my channel to more people who need it. And the more people who find out what we do here, the more I can help you. And for any business inquiries and partnerships, my business email is also linked in the description. Thank you so much for watching this week's video, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day and week, and I love you so much.